Hey, welcome to this episode of SDR News Live. I'm Andy McCaskey from SDR News. And of course, being in the, extended Chicagoland area, one of the main things that's going on coming up here in October is the VMware User Group, which is going to be a major conference event, technology conference. And one of the planners, Eric Shanks from IT Hollow, is here to tell us about VMware user groups in general and this event coming up in Chicago.
Hi, Andy. Good to be with you. Yeah, the Chicago VMware Users Group is a group of VMware users, administrators, CIOs across the globe that all get together in their own local areas and meet, discuss on topics that interest them. And then all the individual chapters are slightly different. The Chicago chapter meets every quarter, and then once a year has a big conference where we've got vendors that come in, and that's what's coming up here in October.
Well, it sounds like this is probably the most extensive event that you guys have ever put on. Is that correct?
Yeah, we're looking for record numbers from both vendors and from attendees. We're looking to set some records this year.
Well, let's talk about the general structure of the event. You've got, I think you said 75 vendors that are participating in one way or another. You also have general sessions and you have parallel education sessions. If you're new to the world of VMware, how would you start at such an event to plan your day?
The first thing I would do is make sure you register for the event. You can go to chicagobmug.com and there's a link there to register. You can look at the agenda. You can see all the speakers that are going to be there, and the speakers have also listed what they're speaking about. So you can see what interests you and schedule your day that way. You should also be aware that we've got a bunch of other things that are going to be going on throughout the day. Some during the speaking sessions, and some there'll be breakout times for you to go do these things. Such as we've got a certification room this year. So if you want to go get certified with VMware, you can go get the VMware Certified Associates. If you can pass the exam, it's completely free. Normally that's like $150 to sit the exam. There's going to be a podcasting room. So there's going to be some fairly large names there that are podcasting. I know Andy, you'll be there. Brian Sir from Virtualized Tips will be there. He's a top 50 blogger. Chris Wall will be there, who's listed as 12 on the top 50 list. I'll be there. Tom's IT Pro will be there. Adapting IT Podcast will be there. It'll be great. So there'll be a lot of buzz around the event, we think.
Well, absolutely. And of course, the biggest buzz has to be around the home lab that is going to be a drawing. And I assume you must be present to win, huh?
Yeah, you got to be present to win the lab, but we're hoping that it's going to be one of the big draws. It's kind of a big prize. There's going to be 2 HP Gen 8 microservers we're giving away with additional RAM, NAS device with a bunch of disks in it, Cisco switch, VMware's thrown in 1 year's worth of free licenses. So we got some great vendors to pitch in on that, VMware and American Digital, and we're really hoping that's going to be a big draw for us.
Well, I expect that it certainly will, and it would just be a fantastic lab which to build your skills and learn more about the world of VMware. What are some of the other highlights that are going to be occurring during this event? And of course, it's just one day here on October 22nd.
Yeah, it's October 22nd in Rosemont. All the information is online, so you go to chicagobmug.com. You can get to the registration portal. Make sure you register ahead of time. And there'll be events on Mirage, Horizon, SRM, NSX, the new stuff that came out of VMworld. Sorry. I'm speaking on HP Blade systems networking, so make sure you get in that session. That's one you need to go to.
And make sure that you check off, give the presenter a thumbs up, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. There'll be surveys at the end of each one of the sessions, and definitely want to give all 5 stars to my session. It's very important.
Well, indeed. Where can people learn more? Who should they be following on Twitter to learn about the event and kind of get into the pace?
But you definitely need to be following Chicago VMUG on Twitter. There'll be tweets throughout the day about things going on. There might also even be prizes that are announced through Twitter. You can follow me at Eric_Shanks. You can follow Chris Wall, Brian Sir, and you should definitely be following my VMUG. They'll do tweets about events from across the world, and they're just a great resource.
Excellent. So, how many months of planning have gone into an event like this? Is it you finish up and start planning the next year? Is that the way it works?
Yeah, essentially, we've been planning since the last VMUG conference that we had. Of course, we were planning for it to be bigger and bigger. Last year was a great conference, but we're expecting a little bigger numbers this year. And the nice thing is the vendors in Chicago are very happy to help us out, and it's a great event for everybody.
Excellent. Well, thanks very much for joining us here today. Your website, again, is like the Ohio State University, except...
Yes, it's theithollow.com.
Okay, thanks very much, Eric. Looking forward to seeing you at the event coming up here October 22nd. Thanks for joining us. Thanks to you folks for joining us as well here on SDR News.